Alright, we are back. Segment number 2. Ready to jump into these matchups. First matchup up, Rowdy Roethlisbergers and Revengeancers. Excuse me. Get a little drink here. Just some water this week, no beer. So Rowdy Roethlisberger's 5-1, Revengeancers 3-3. Posted a little smack talk, you mind, bitch. That's what I posted. Cause he's mine. I'm definitely picking me this week. I'm holding it down. I'm 5-1. I'm the team to beat in this matchup. So he's gonna have to prove to me that he can knock out the champ. And you know he's got some unfavorable matchups. He's got Drew Brees at Tampa Bay. Pierre Thomas also at Tampa Bay. They have a stout run defense. Drew Brees might go wild on him in the passing game, but you never know. He's got David Akers probable. I don't have anybody injured or questionable this week, so I'm projected 566 to 593. So that's a pretty close projection in my mind. Could swing either way, but I'm definitely hoping that I'm going to get the win this week, and I think I will. I have Tom Brady in there, RG3, who's outperformed last week. I got a bunch of running backs, a few starters, a few guys who are in fill-in roles from the bench. Vic Ballard and Daryl Richardson getting more playing time. So we'll see what happens. But I definitely think I'm going to go to 6-1, and Revengeancers is going to go to 3-4. So come on, man. Better luck next week, Revengeancers. We'll see you. All right, let's go back here. Matchup number 2. Looking to repeat in the Fish Finders. Battle of 2 4-2 teams. So we got 2 pretty good battles leading off this week. Rowdy Roethlisbergers and Revengeancers, and looking to repeat in Fish Finders. Nobody's talked any smack so far on this one. Fish Finders, it's on like Donkey Kong. Looking to repeat, time to win again. So we'll see what happens. Trying to remember who I picked in this. I picked looking to repeat this week. Lyle's lineup looks good. He's got Julio Jones on a bye. That definitely hurts. He might need to find a replacement. We'll take a look at the benches here. And he can throw in, Danny Amendola's hurt. Forgot about that. Doesn't look like he has anybody too suitable. Maybe get rid of Ryan Williams and pick up a receiver. Looks like it might be a close matchup. 554 to 411. Maybe not that close, I guess. But Fish Finders has been getting it done. And, you know, one of his players could go off and have a big game and put up 200 points. You never know what might happen. I don't think that's going to happen this week. I think looking to repeat might just be a little too strong. Matt Schaub, Devery Henderson, who played really nicely last week. C.J. Spiller in there, Gronkowski, Sproles. You know, he's got a little bit of a lineup there, so he's got a pretty solid defense. He's got one guy on a bye, Doomerville. Tommy might just feel comfortable enough that he's going to win. He might not need to replace him. But either way, yeah, I'm going looking to repeat, going to 5-2. Fish Finders getting a come on, man, going to 4-3. It's a close come on though, and you know, he's been holding it down, so I'm not going to get on him too hard. Actually been pretty pleasant surprised to see the Fish Finders doing this good this year, so move on to the next matchup. Hit the wrong button there. And just for anybody who doesn't know, there's a little cool recap feature from last week, and it has a cool little write-up about, I think I mentioned it before, but you know, you can go back and look, and It's like a computer generated wrap up from last week, but it goes pretty into depth, and it's kind of cool. So I always check that out every week. Next we have Ramblin' Wreck and Downtown Brown. Ramblin' Wreck 2-4, Downtown Brown 3-3. I'm gonna check out my picks. I don't remember who I picked on this one. I did take Downtown Brown. So we'll get back to the matchup here. I'm not really sure why I took Downtown Brown, but he needs to make some moves. He's got a lot of players on bye. He's got Phillip Rivers on bye, Jason Avant, LaShawn McCoy, Antonio Gates, and Von Miller on bye this week. Ramblin' Wreck has Mike Vick on bye, Robert Meacham, Reggie Bush, and everybody else is good to go. He's got Ray Lewis in there still. Out for the year, buddy. Better replace him. Even though I hate it. Even though I hate that, because I really like Ray Lewis. But it looks like Downtown Brown has some suitable replacements. Javid Best, I think, is coming back this week, maybe. And it looks like he's got a little bit better of a bench. Ramblin' Wreck does have Jones Drew on the bench. And Michael Jenkins, a wide receiver as well. Throw him in there for Meacham maybe. But I don't know. I'm going Downtown Brown. I guess on the strength that he has a little bit better bench. And, providing that he makes those moves. So he's getting to holding it down. Ramblin' Wreck's getting to come on, man, going to 2-5. And Downtown Brown to 3-4. So that's that. Also, if you've been paying attention to the pick'ems, Jada Nilla's still on top. I see a few more people have been playing. I'm pretty excited you guys are participating in that. It's definitely fun to just a little side game every week to check, see whose picks came out right and whose didn't. So keep doing that. I think it's a good time. Terrafin Station and the Flash, matchup number 4. No smack talk posted, no slogans posted. I guess this is just all about 5-1 and 1-5. I mean, I picked Terrafin, obviously. It looks like everybody else did too. Looks like a no-brainer this week. Less the Flash gets hot and somebody does something crazy, puts up a 300-yard game or something, run back 3 touchdowns or something on interceptions. I don't know, but it's projected 580 to 529, so it might be a little bit closer than people think. Looks like Zach has no defense. If only he had a defense, he'd probably have a good team in this league. But he's not made any defensive adjustments at all. He's getting a huge come on man for that. Total failure on the owner's part. Doesn't have much of a bench either. But either way, in the end, I think it's going to be Terrafin Station cooking up something good. Oh, side note, Terrafin Station is down there in Raleigh, North Carolina. And I failed to think of that the first week. I was kind of on the spot there. I was like, oh man, I can't remember the city. And I didn't want to get stuck thinking about it too long. But it is Raleigh. So if anybody's down there in Raleigh, stop through, holler at my boy Nate Roby. I've heard good things about his restaurant and from some people who have been there. So definitely get down there and check it out if you can. But they're holding them down with the win this week. And that's going to do it for segment number 2. Be back.